26 families bear chess rooks in their coat of arms. No other chess piece has thus been born, unquote. Joseph Edmondson, A Complete Body of Heraldry, 1780. In today's lesson, we are going to be talking about the rooks. Now, a rook is an old Indian word meaning chariot. Now, historically, chariots were used in battle, and they kind of went out of fashion at around the 5th century. However, in the year 1527, a bishop of Alba is going to write a very famous poem about chess. Now, in this poem, he's going to describe rooks as, quote, warring towers borne on the backs of elephants. Now, this description is going to be taken up by chess carvers, people who create decorative chess sets, who are going to represent the rooks as elephants, and on the backs of elephants they're going to place castles. Now, today's chess sets look very different. You'll notice that the modern design has been reduced to more of a practical size of a castle or a tower as seen here. Now, since the beginning, rooks have maintained the same move, and until the queen obtained its increased powers in 16th century Spain, the rook was the most effective chessman on the board. Now, something to consider if you've never played chess before, the rook is a very valuable piece. Its value on the board is greater than that of the pawn, the bishop, and the knight, but smaller than that of the queen. Now, if a rook is captured, it is worth 5 points. Now, throughout today's lesson, I'm going to refer to this rook as the lemonade rook and this rook as the chocolate rook. And when we start the game of chess, the rooks start in the corners. So we've got a rook right over here at H1, A1, A8, and H8. So those are the coordinates it's going to start at. I'm going to take these rooks off of the board. Now, something to consider, our rooks are fast-moving pieces, and they love to be along open files and open ranks. So this rook can move to any of the open files, and we've got an open file. All of these squares are open along the H file, and all of these squares are open along the first rank, so he can move to any of them. That is to say, he can move to H2 if he wants to. Let's bring him back to its starting position. He can move to H3 if he wants to. Put him back. He can move all the way over here to H8 if he wants to. All right? And all of the squares in between, which I did not talk about. So he can move vertically. Now he can also move horizontally. He can move from H1, he can move to coordinate G1. Bring him back. He can move to F1. You can bring him back. If we wanted to, he can move all the way over to A1. All right? And he can move to all of these squares I didn't talk about. So keep that in mind. Also, something really interesting to note is whenever a rook is on a complete open file, this is a complete open file, and a complete open rank, it is always attacking 14 squares. So if you count these squares, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14 squares. And I can place this rook anywhere on the board. I'll place him right over here. He's attacking 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and likewise 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. That totals 14. If I were to place them, let's place them right over here. 1 square, 1 plus 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the same thing right over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 14 squares. So that's going to be just a little bit of chess knowledge for you guys to see how interesting that is. Now, something to note is that rooks cannot jump over other pieces. So if I were to place this pawn right over here at coordinate H4, he would not, and we would like this rook to move right over here to H5. This rook cannot move to H5. He can only move to H2 and H3. Let's say, but we really want this guy to move to H5. Well, he would have to move here to G1. Chocolate would make a move. And then, so that would be the first move. He'd move here. Chocolate would make a move. That'd be the second move. And the third move, he can move here. And he gets there. So it'd take him 3 moves to move there. There's another way we can move him to H5. Pawn would have to move 1 space forward. Chocolate would make a move. 2 spaces, second move. Chocolate would make a move. And now we can move him to H5 and then take him 3 moves to move there. Okay. Now, rooks capture in the same way that they move. So I'm going to place a knight right over here at coordinate C1, and I'm going to place a bishop right over, I'm sorry, a pawn right over here at H5. So this rook will be able to capture that 1-point pawn. Likewise, he will be able to capture the 3-point knight right over here. Now, does he have to capture the knight or pawn? No, he doesn't have to. But in this example, the wiser move would be to capture that 3-point knight. Now, let's imagine that we have a pawn right over here and a knight over here. Now, in chess, we have to think about situations. Situations are going to be extremely important for us. Now, this pawn is one move from getting to the other side of the board. And let's place this this rook right over here at H2. He has an option of capturing this piece or the 3-point knight. In this example, we do not want our rook to capture the 3-point knight, because if he decides to capture this knight, 3 points, this guy's going to get to the other side. Most likely will promote to a queen, which is the most powerful piece on the board, and it's going to place a lot of problems for chocolate, or for lemonade. So in this example, we're going to want to capture that 1-point piece. So situation is very important in the game of chess. Now let's talk about the ultimate object of chess. Rooks love to work together. So let's kind of place an example just like this. And the ultimate goal is to get checkmate on our opponent's king. And, oops, let's do this instead. This will be a lot better. I'm just going to change out the rooks. Okay, so in this example, we're going to try to get checkmate on our opponent's king. We're going to pretend it's Chocolate's turn to move, and what he's trying to do is get this king to the edge of the board in order to win this game. So it's going to be Chocolate's turn to move. He's decided to move his rook right over here to H4. Now, in moving his rook to H4, the Lemonade King will not be able to move to A4 or B4. And the reason why is if he does that, he's in the direct line of attack. Kings are the most important piece, and the kings do not want to put themselves in danger, and they don't want to be in danger. We want to protect the kings. So if he can't move here, that's check. Can't move here, check. So he will be able to move here. Now what Lemonade's trying to do is get close to these rooks in order to capture one of them, or if the best case scenario, capture both of them. Chocolate's turn to move. He moves right over here to G3. He's directly attacking the king. He says check. Now remember, the word check simply means I am attacking your king directly. You have one turn to figure out how to get him out of danger. If you're unable to figure out how to get him out of danger, I'm going to win this game. Well, let's see if we can get him out of danger. Can't move here to A3. And the reason why is this rook is attacking all of the squares on the third rank. He won't be able to move to these squares because notice that the rook on H4 is attacking all of these squares. Or will he be able to move here because of this rook? The only safe square he can move to is 1, 2, and 3. He's going to want to move here. It's going to be a Chocolate's turn to move. He moves here. And again, he's attacking that king. Check. All of these moves would be illegal moves. Can't move here. You're still in check. Can't move here because you're in check. Illegal move because of check, and illegal move because of check. He will only be able to move to D1, C1, and B1. He's going to move over here to D1, and this is going to be checkmate. Now notice, this is checkmate because we're attacking the king directly. He has to get out of danger. If he moves here, he's still in check. He has to go back and figure out another way. Here, check, 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 check. He cannot get out of danger. Now notice we were able to accomplish this without capturing the king. We proved checkmate. Now that is the objective of chess. So to quickly recap, rooks are fast-moving pieces. They move up, down, side to side. They love working together. If you capture a piece, again, it's worth 5 points. Rooks cannot jump over any pieces, and we're going to want to think about the situation of chess. Now, if you have any questions, please feel free to talk to your chess masters, instructors, or teachers. We love to hear your questions, or else you can post your question on this page. We hope this helps. Have a great time playing chess. We look forward to seeing you at the next chess club.